Hello and welcome back to Things to Do in a Game. My name is Steeler and today we're doing Things to Do in Saints Row 4, the super speed frozen car glitch thingy. Now you're saying, wow, you haven't done Saints Row 4 since like a year ago when you did your weekly Thursday series and then you ended it because you were too busy. Well, I was thinking about bringing it back, and if everyone agrees with it, then I actually have a whole bunch of things to do in stockpile that I could do, so just let me know in the comments possibly. But I decided to return to this on my Random Things Sunday just to come back to it, you know? It's nice to come back to this finally and do something that's not in an SMPU. Anyway, so we have the blast power up, right? Fully upgraded, it should be, for this to work a little bit better. And you can see that I froze that car. Big whoop, you do it every time. Now, you're gonna see, yes, you can see that I can freeze it as many times as I want. Now, what would happen if I got into the car? Fuck. Come on, get in the car, as the cop shoots me. Okay, so once I get in the car, any car, this works with any car, and then I try to freeze it again, which once I'll do here. Come on, there we go. Jesus, man. So you can see that it doesn't actually freeze. So any car that you have gotten in previously will not freeze on this blast freezy effect. So I'm going to be showing you how to get super speed with this just to glitch it out completely. How you can get around this system. So you can see that even though I didn't freeze it once, I can still get in, and then once I try to freeze it, it won't work. There you go. So, how am I going to get around this system, I asked? And this, by the way, is a custom thing by me. I didn't look it up anywhere else, and if this already is out as something, that so be it, because I didn't do my research. But, so you're going to see that, now this is actually I glitched the glitch, if that makes sense. So don't do it like I did here, but still, watch the car. Holy crap, it goes like 500 times faster. And the acceleration in terms of that, it just flies across the freaking road. And that was actually, like I said, a glitch of the glitch. You're not supposed to be able to get in cars that you've frozen with another person inside, because they count as an actual entity or substance that you cannot throw out because they are, well, frozen inside of the car. But you can see here that if you get the person to get out of the car by freezing it once, having it thaw, and then freeze it again, you are able to get in very quickly by pressing Y, and then you just super fast just launch out into the road. It is great fun once you learn how to do it, and it's pretty easy. So basically, freeze, let it thaw, and see, once again, I can't freeze it there, but freeze, let it thaw, freeze it again, or let the person get out, and then freeze it again, and then while you freeze it, press and hold Y, and you should be able to get into the car. It's just a pretty awesome. Yeah, I guess it is a glitch because it's pretty awesome. Okay, so now you can see here I come up to this fast car, I freeze it once, and then I wait for it to unfreeze. Because it's fully upgraded, it takes a while. And you might get cops on you, of course, and then the person gets out, and you're still able to freeze it as long as you haven't gotten in. But as I pressed right bumper to freeze it, I also pressed Y to get into the car, and then you just press and hold right trigger to make it go, and then you just fly out into the distance. Now there's a couple things to note with this little glitch here, is that you lose all control of steering. Like, you could not direct which way you want the car to go. So once it goes, it's gone, and it's like a wildfire. It just goes out into the distance. So now you can see some vehicles work better than others. I found that the smaller the car is, the better it works. That's sort of the formula for it. Because as you can see here, the big old trash truck didn't really accelerate as fast as I'd like it to. But here we have like a nice little compact car. It's like a nice muscle car there. And even though it... Oh, excuse me, I'm not feeling too well today. Even though, oh my god, that was one of the best ones I had right there. But even though you have to start up the engine because it was just on the side of the road, and there you go. This also, I should note, because the only way that you can get your garage vehicles into this is to call your vehicle delivery. I mean, you could also go to your to rim jobs and stuff like that, but it doesn't work because once you get in the car once, you cannot freeze it. So it's unfortunate that you can only do this with simple road vehicles. Like, you're not allowed to make any modifications to them, because then therefore you'd have to get in the car, which would not be able to freeze it. But I mean, I like this one because look at the back wheel. There are some glitches that you can do that I've never even discovered before. Like, I've discovered a few glitches, which I'll be showing you here in a sec, but something like this I've never seen before, where the wheels just freak out. So if you try this, maybe if you get it at just the right time, you can get some other results to happen. Like I said, though, it is great fun when you just plow a crowd of people over in your super fast car. Now, like I said, the smaller it is, the better. So we have a little Emu here, one of the smallest cars in the game, a little smart car here. You do the same process, you rev her up. It's very hard to steer even when it is frozen. Then when it thaws out, look at it. It just drifts everywhere, and you can try. You can see my character in there turning the steering wheel, but you can try, but you probably won't succeed in steering. And so next, why not go right in line and then get the bus? And like I said, some glitches. This game is very glitchy. That's why I sort of migrated away from it, started playing GTA 5 more. But you can see that the person actually stayed in it. Glitches like that will happen. And look at this. I shoot her like 500 times in the face right here, and she just does not. She's like Honey Badger. She just does not care. So I had to shoot her about 500 times. There we go. And like I said, you can freeze it as many times as you want, just don't get in it. And the freeze is actually overlay, as you saw there, so it's not like the freeze effect will run out. It actually adds on to it, so you could potentially freeze this for a very long time. And see, the bigger it is, the worse it is. That one didn't go too well. But moving on to the next one, I think this is where it is. Yep, here it is. So the best one, in my opinion, is the motorcycles. They are so glitchy, and they are so fun to do this glitch on that I just had to show it in here. Man, you have no idea how long this took for me to discover, but once I did, I had some fun. So, as you can see, you can't really steer them, once again, while it's frozen. It just sort of goes the way it wants. You can go your own way. Singing during it. But look at it, it just drifts so much. It does like some power slides, it's amazing. And sometimes what will happen is it'll glitch out so much that the freeze effect will still stay on it, and you'll be able to slide around for as long as you're on the bike, so that's always fun. So I found this bike out in the middle of a forest here by a building, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's still drivable, so why not? And then rev up the engine, and then there you go. I mean, you can see my guy in there, he's just nonchalantly putting his leg down to hold the bike up, but... Oh man, you can have some great fun with this, like I said before. Let's see, anything else to note? I think we have about one more of these, like one of my best ones I've had yet. No, I actually... actually crashed it. I actually think that's it, but go ahead and try this. It's super fun. Like I said, make sure that your freeze effect is way up there just so you can have the freeze effect for longer, and therefore rev it up longer to get more speed. Now, on bikes, you are actually able to shoot them off. You don't have to freeze it once and then wait for it to thaw. Just a quicker method is to shoot them off, because otherwise the dead body will get frozen inside the car if you do it in a regular vehicle. But take care of that guy, freeze up the bike, and rev it up, and I want to go straight, but it started to turn me right a little bit, so I'm like, oh, well, I gotta go this way, and then you just go straight up the wall. Oh my god, it is just so fun. So you've definitely got to try this. I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about in this, which is very unusual. Usually I can't remember everything to talk about, but I think I did it in this one. So I guess I'll end it here because that was the last one. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, recommend, and comment new ideas and games. There's the dead body frozen in there, in which I can't get in the vehicle. So that's why you have to use my freeze and thaw method. New ideas and... Oh, jeez. Big explosion. New ideas and games. I've been Stealer. I'll see you in the next one. I could not remember my outro to save my life. But I'll see you later. And if you want this to be a series again on Thursday, like I had it about a year ago, then I will absolutely think of more things to do for this, because this is still a fun game, even though it is slightly glitchy. See you later.